So, let's discuss my former quarterback, otherwise known as Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan just completed his first official season as an Indianapolis Colts. I'm so sad that we traded him away, especially considering we traded him away for Marcus Mariota. And considering how Matt Ryan did in Indianapolis, there's no possible way he could have done worse than what he did in Indianapolis when he was on the Falcons. And keep in mind, if Matt Ryan was still on the Falcons, yes, we would have that salary cap hit, but it would have gone out the way after this year. And considering the fact that we traded Matt Ryan and then drafted Desmond Ridder, can you imagine Matt Ryan mentoring Desmond Ridder? Like, Matt Ryan is a proven veteran. He's made it to the Super Bowl. I would rather take that over having Marcus Mariota on the team, who's never made to the Super Bowl. But we traded Matt Ryan. He went to Indianapolis Colts. And in his first season in Indianapolis, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. It's his first season in a new system. He's been used to the Atlanta system for so long now. He heads to the Colts. He threw for 3,057 yards. He was tied for he had 14 touchdowns, 13 picks. He had a QBR of 43.1. He was 17th in terms of passing yards. He was tied for 23rd in terms of touchdowns, and he was 29th in terms of interceptions, and he had the 25th best QBR in terms of the NFL. He was averaging 6.6 yards per throw, and he had 67 completion percentage. He was 309 for 461, 67 completion percentage, and he had a passer rating of 83.9. Now, looking at the other quarterbacks for the Indianapolis Colts, you had Sam Ehlinger, a rookie. Well, I can't even say rookie quarterback. I think this is his second year in the NFL. And then you had Nick Foles, who is a past Super Bowl champion, but that was on the Philadelphia Eagles. And Frank Reich got fired early in the season. And I'm gonna be honest, the Colts. It's not even. I'm gonna put this mostly seven. I'm gonna put the 70-30 on the Colts, because when the Colts traded for Matt Ryan, they said that he would, because Matt Ryan was getting beat up in Atlanta, and the Colts were like, you know, we're going to trade for you. We're going to protect you. We're going to give you a good running game. And the Colts ended up finishing 4-12-1. So, and the Colts are most likely going to be taking a quarterback when it comes to this year's draft. Now, do I think this quarterback is going to start? It all depends. If it's CJ Stroud, yes. If it's Bryce Young, yes. If it's Will Levis, I think they'll give him a year to sit under Matt Ryan. And with Matt Ryan being in his second season as a Colts, and Jonathan Taylor going to be back, I think there's a good chance that this team can improve, because they're going to get a lot of players that were injured back. Their offensive line is going to be healthy. Matt Ryan's going to know the system now, and he's going to be more familiar with it. And I don't think Matt Ryan throws as many interceptions as he did, because compared to his other two teammates that started, Sam Ehlinger had 3 touchdowns, 3 picks, and Nick Foles was 0 for 4, which means 0 touchdowns and 4 picks. So Matt Ryan was still the best quarterback in the Colts system, and even when he was getting benched, the guy that he got benched for, he came back in to replace that person. It's just really, really interesting. But still, Matt Ryan, 309, 461, he started 12 games, 67 completion percentage rating, 3,057 yards, averaging 6.6 yards per throw, 45 was his longest pass, 14 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. He was sacked 38 times. Which is pretty good to say that. I think that was the amount that he was getting sacked in Atlanta. And I've got to be honest, I'm going to say this, and this may be very controversial. This season, Atlanta's offensive line was better than the Colts' offensive line. If Matt Ryan's getting sacked 38 times, I just looked at the stats to see how many times the Atlanta Falcons quarterback got sacked this season. Marcus Mariota was sacked a total of 28 times, and he played 13 games. 13 games. Which is one more than Matt Ryan, and he was sacked 10 less times. He was sacked less than 10 times than Matt Ryan was. So my statement is correct. The Atlanta Falcons offensive line was better than the Colts offensive line. But is this coming down to Matt Ryan's career end? I would say there's a good chance that Matt Ryan does not play in the NFL or retires from the NFL within the space of the next 2 years, because I'm not really looking at any other team that really, if I look at teams that could probably trade for Matt Ryan, that would probably look good. The Texans are going to be getting a quarterback. Let's see. I mean, he could go to Las Vegas, but Las Vegas are going to be looking for a starting quarterback or a proven winner. You know what? Actually, Matt Ryan on that team, I wouldn't mind him being on the Raiders, to be honest. And that division, Matt Ryan, Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes, and Justin Herbert, it wouldn't be that bad. But besides that, I don't really see any other really place that he can go to where he would be in a set situation, because most of the other teams have their starting quarterback ready, or at least have like what they want for the future ready. And Matt Ryan in Indianapolis Colts, I think this is going to be the final season that Matt Ryan will be at Indianapolis Colts. And whether he retires or not at the end of the next season, we will just have to see. But in terms of this season for Matt Ryan, even though he was terrible, Matt Ryan still played his heart out for this team, and he was still very professional when he did it. So I think Matt Ryan will at least stay as starting quarterback depending on who they draft in the NFL. And there's a good chance that after this season, we may not see Matt Ryan anymore in the NFL. That's sad for me, because I'm a big Matt Ryan fan. I have his jersey in my closet. I'm a big Matt Ryan fan. I love Matt Ryan. And hopefully, after this season, this is not the end of Matt Ryan. I want to see him continue to perform. I want to see him continue to get up in the passing yards and touchdowns in terms of the career, because I want Matt Ryan, at the end of his career, to be a top 5 overall quarterback in terms of all-time stats.